Dana White, after UFC 300, announced Conor McGregor against Michael Chandler. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's actually fucking happening. Oh my god. I thought we were being pranked for the last 2 fucking years. I thought Dana White was trying to pull on my heartstrings with McGregor for the last 2 years. Okay. He finally made the announcement after UFC 300, the best card of all time, the cherry on top. He starts out so nonchalant, okay, gets slid over a piece of paper, which I'm so convinced that this was an assassin sent by Michael Chandler, okay, because he saw Max Holloway get the knockout, and he was like, no, no, I'm not being robbed of my red panty night. Sent a John Wick over to Dana White, put the gun to his head and said, make this fucking fight happen. And he did. And he did. But so nonchalantly, he goes, okay, I'm going to make some announcements, blah, 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 or whatever the fuck he said. Says, Islam versus Poirier. June 1st, the main event. Oh my god. Great fight. Great fight. Okay, Newark, New Jersey. Um, I don't know who's gonna have the bigger pop there. I'm assuming probably Dustin, maybe because of the USA chance. But damn, what a fight! Then he goes on. Okay. Oh, and there's an audible ooh in the crowd. Ooh, they like that. Dana's cooking now. Okay, he's feeling it. Little selfish bitch. You had to say this on your own. No big announcement or anything. No little clip or highlight reel after 300. No, you had to say this yourself. You had to get the satisfaction. It's okay. It's okay. Next fight. Paulo Costa, Sean Strickland as the co-main. Oh my god. Oh my god. Audible. That's a banger in the crowd. Dude, that is a banger. That's a fucking banger fight. Oh, ooh. And Paulo has a chance because of his kicks. In my opinion, he has heavy kicks. But that Philly shell of Strickland, dude, he might tag the fuck out of Paulo. Tag the fuck out of him. And if he can hit counters on dudes like Adesanya and drop Adesanya, yo, Paulo might be in for a bad night. Like, bad. And then Dana pauses. He looks up at the crowd, feeling himself a little bit too much. I kind of hated it, okay? Because I wanted a Mystic Mac, hey fellas, or whatever the fuck Guru does. That's been his thing lately, okay? That little Roadhouse little thing. But just something, maybe a McGregor laugh, I don't know. But he says, McGregor Chandler, International Fight Week, June 29th at 175 rounds. 5 rounds. Does that mean this is the main event of 303? The first non-title fight for International Fight Week. This would be very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and now do they stack the card up a lot because there's no title fight? That's the question there. What do they do? What do they do? It's very interesting that it's 5 rounds, in my opinion, and at 170, which I just think means that McGregor is done fighting. I think he's going to try to take out Chandler. I say try, because Chandler's going to be a little meatball, a little cannonball at 170. Ooh, it's going to be huge. So he's going to try to beat Chandler, and I think he's going to just dip out, do the movie thing, which he kind of deserves it at this point. Give us the one last fight, the one last go, and then leave. Pull a John Jones, because that's what John Jones is going to do. Fight Stipe, leave. Won't fight Aspinall. But man, Man, oh man, insane announcement by Dana White. Had to say it himself. I can't get over that. Why didn't you give us something? Something. And no enthusiastic, so nonchalant. Okay, but whatever. Let's go through these fights. Dustin Poirier, Islam. Great fight, but Islam will take him down, especially with Dustin and his weird ass fetish for pulling guillotines. What is your problem? If you do that, you will get arm triangled, Von Fluked, freaking mounted triangle. Who knows? You will get submitted. Islam isn't going to have that bullshit, okay? I know that. He's not going to have that bullshit. He won't have that bullshit. Especially after seeing Max flatline Gaethje and Gaethje flatline Dustin. He's like, this is going to be cake. He might even try to strike with Dustin. That would be wild. Prove his place as champion. Whew. Strickland, Costa, insane fight, incredible. Costa will definitely be able to light him up with kicks. His punching power, I don't know if he's going to have enough punching power. He did good against Robert, but didn't win. Okay, meaning that he might not be good enough for that upper echelon, just a big name. So it's tough because Strickland got pummeled by Drakus. Like, he kind of got pummeled. It wasn't a good look. So, well, I say pummeled, could have gone either way in the moment, but still, he didn't look good. He took a lot of damage. I don't think Paulo can do that type of damage to Sean Strickland. I think Strickland's going to learn his lesson. I think there's a reason he's taking this fight. I don't think it's a good... I really don't think he should have taken this fight, but he did. He's saving this Newark card. My gut feeling is that he puts a striking clinic on Paulo if, and only if, he can figure out the kicks of Paulo Costa. I don't know how he's going to do that, but if he can do that, I think he's got it in the bag. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, 170, 5 rounds in Las Vegas. Oh boy. Chandler's going to try to kill this dude. Chandler's literally going to try to take McGregor's head off. It'll probably be the biggest pop in UFC history. Everyone will go crazy. And then they're going to go crazy again when Chandler sleeps him. There's no way you can take this type of time off after getting your leg snapped and then expect to beat a guy like Michael Chandler. There's no way. There's no way. Chandler's going to be a little meatball. And that's just it. His power is going to be way too much for Conor McGregor. I don't think he can take that kind of power. And I don't think McGregor is going to have the power to take out Michael Chandler. Chandler's been dropped, but he has shown that he can fight through shit. He can fight through shit. Look at the Justin Gaethje fight. He was dropped. He was pretty much out. Came back. Okay? He didn't win that fight, but he came back. And guys like Conor's known to, if they get late in rounds, I just don't think McGregor's going to have that same fight in him, that will to just go dirty and just want to scrap it out and take tons of damage, being elbowed, wrestling. And that's another thing, the wrestling of Chandler. If he decides to wrestle with McGregor, like, that would be unfair. I almost want to see him throw McGregor across the cage. Let's see him throw him out of the cage. Let's see him do something with the cage. Not a good fight for Conor McGregor, but we've all been waiting for it, and I'm so glad it's here. I'm glad you guys watched. These fights are amazing. This was the cherry on top of the UFC 300 weekend. I'm incredibly happy that these fights were announced, and I just can't wait for them to happen. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.